It's Paula, your goddess of cheese for Bush's Fresh Food Markets. It's fall! In case you hadn't noticed. And to the 234 viewers on my last video, thank you! So this month, our cheese of the month for the month of October is going to be the Sartori Parmesean, Sarvecchio. So first of all, let's do a little talking about Sartori. Sartori is a family-owned cheese business that is out of Plymouth, Wisconsin. And you can tell a lot about this company by looking at the crest that they put on their products. It has 4 fields. The first field is the shape of a ship, which represents the Finlandia, the ship that brought the founder of Sartori, Paula Sartori, to America, and he established the business in 1939 and started making cheese. The second field are cows, and the cows represent their farm to fork philosophy of giving the finest, freshest milk, which makes the best cheese, to their cheese buying family, and that's what gives you the best product. In fact, some of their farmers have been distributing milk to them for generations. So you're getting a really excellent quality product. The third field is the shape of Wisconsin, which is not only the home of great cheeses from the United States, but also the home of Sartori. And then finally, the fourth field carries the shape of a crown, which is their representation of making not only the best cheese in the world, but the best cheese in the state of Wisconsin and for their family. And they have 4 stars now on their crown, which represent the fact that it's a 4th generation family-owned business. Let me talk to you and get a little cheese nerdy with you about this cheese, because this is something that I just really enjoy talking about. I love good cheese, and this is one of my all-time favorites. So the Sartori Parmesan Sarvecchio was entered into the World Cheese Awards, which took place in Italy in 2019. It was one of the top 64 cheeses that were entered into the awards category. It was only one of 7 U.S. cheeses to receive an award, and it won the Super Gold in 2019 at the World Cheese Awards. Now, it was the only Parmesan to receive a World Cheese Award of Super Gold. So this domestic Parmesan is amazing. It has incredibly rich, nutty notes. It's got good crystal. It makes a fantastic table cheese, but also it's fabulous for cooking with. As far as pairings, all pairings are subjective. I mean, I might like a wine and you may not like that wine, so you would not pair that wine with it. With me, what I like with this cheese is, if I'm doing a wine pairing, I like to do either a Shiraz or a Pinot Noir, a lighter red. If you're gonna pair it with a beer, it's the perfect time of the year to pair it with a hard cider or a light lager, and these flavors just really help to pick up that wonderful, wonderful Parmesan flavor out of this cheese. Okay, so let's start talking about a few things, and let's start with the term table cheese. Not everyone knows what the term table cheese means. There are cheeses that you use primarily for cooking, but then there are other cheeses that you use as a table cheese that you can set out with your meals or in a charcuterie board to just make things really special. And charcuterie board cheeses, you know, will also have things that they pair with them as far as sweet or savory. So if you are interested in putting together your own charcuterie board with the items that you like, I am a sweet girl, so I tend to go more towards dried fruits, but a lot of people are more savory. If you want ideas on how to put together a charcuterie board, check out YouTube, and our last video tells you how to build a better charcuterie board, and that'll get you there. Now, with this cheese, I tend to like to go a little bit more sweet. I tend to like dried fruits with mine and nuts. Also, I like a nice little salami occasionally with it. As far as wines or beers are concerned, this is the time of year for me to like to go a little lighter in my flavors. So as opposed to my normal wine, I prefer to go with a Shiraz or a Pinot Noir. And of course, being fall, it's a perfect time of the year to pair this cheese with a hard cider or even with a light lager. So when you come into Bush's and you're looking for Sartori or any Sartori product, you're not going to have a hard time finding it, because this is a line of products that we really love. So we carry not only the Parmesan Sarvecchio prepackaged in some of our stores, but also hand cut in some of our stores. We also carry Sartori Asiago, and we carry the Bellavitano line with the Parmesan Espresso and the Merlot and the Rosemary and Olive Oil Asiago. We also carry the line of the Sartori bagged parms. We have the shaved, the shredded, or the grated, and soon we will be adding the shredded Sarvecchio Parmesan to our bagged items, so you'll be able to get this fantastic cheese in a bagged form as well. And since I've already had a sample of it and tried it, you're gonna love it. Thank you so much for spending this time with me and allowing me to share my passion with you and teach you about this amazing cheese of the month for the month of October, the Sartori Parmesan Sarvecchio. And if you check us out next month for the cheese of the month, I'm not going to name it, but I will give you a hint. If you take a look and try to find out how a cheese creamery started from some cows that escaped on their way to their new home, that should give you a slight idea if you do the research to find out who will be featuring next month. It really has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for spending the time with me, and as always, I'll see you at the case.